our system, my argument is that our constitution is highly permissive. Highly permissive. It's left a lot of gaps to be filled by politics, and therefore by party politics and by politicians. And a number of the problems that we see have survived and endured one party to the other, partly because the political rationality, the political incentives just completely lead you that way. Right? It doesn't matter how well-intentioned you are. If you're given that much power with no constraint or with very little constraint in how you exercise it, you are likely to exercise it a particular way. Let me give one example. So there's nothing in the Constitution that says that presidents may or may not appoint members of parliament to sit on the boards of public corporations or state enterprises. Nothing. Nothing one way or the other. The Constitution basically doesn't regulate that area at all. It just leaves it to politics to figure out. How do you think politics will figure that out? Nothing in the Constitution says MPs must sit on boards. But if you look at the logic of a legislature has oversight of the public administration. It oversees public agencies, MDAs, ministries, department agencies. How do you have a member of parliament turning around to sit on the board of, say, State Housing Corporation or any of the corporations? And then when the matter, let's say there's some malfeasance on that corporation during your tenure as a member of parliament on the board, and the matter comes to parliament, how are you supposed to act on it? Right? So as a matter of best practice, it's not done. But this is not regulated by the Constitution. The Constitution leaves it to politicians. And so what do you think that the politicians would do? Government after government, president after president, has appointed members of parliament to sit on boards, because that's the political logic. The political logic, when you leave things to politics, they are resolved through party politics and political logic. That's how it's going to be resolved. So we have no limits on the number of ministers. And we don't have to have an act of parliament to establish a ministry. How do you think that will be resolved if you leave it to politics? It will be resolved in accordance with the incentives that drive politics. So the numbers will keep creeping up. As long as there's somebody knocking at the door wanting to be minister very badly, there'll be one more person nominated to be minister. That's how, when a constitution is permissive and leaves matters to politics, that's how politics resolves it. It resolves it in accordance with political logic. It is rational from the point of view of the politician.